Hi, I'm Michael Duni. I'm here with Erica Arvold.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, and we are having a discussion about timeline in casting.
Yes.
For different things that we cast. So let's start with commercial.
Oh, that's quick. That's the quickest. That's like,
right.
For us too, like a commercial, potential client will call and essentially be like, can you start in 2 hours?
Right.
And can we have actors cast by tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.? Like, it's ridiculous. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but only a little bit.
Very tiny bit. Yeah.
And so the turnaround time for auditions, for calls back, for submissions is literally crazy. And that's how commercials are. And they are incredibly compact and get a ton done.
And that's why you see a lot of casting companies as well as agencies broken up into legit and commercial.
That's true.
Just because it's a different pace of life.
Exactly. Legit meaning film and television.
Film and TV,
yeah. But commercial is separate because it is. It's a different pace. It's a different, and you have to spend, and you are literally down the rabbit hole spending when we're casting it. We are right down that rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah.
All our attention is on that one client for as long as that takes. And sometimes, it's a luxury if we have a 4-day job. That's a luxury.
Oh, yeah.
So
it's a luxury if we get more than 2 days notice, I would say, for a commercial.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Yes.
So let's move on to TV.
TV, if we're talking half hour versus hour, there's a little bit of difference. And I cast some half hour in Los Angeles. It was the associate to Jeff Greenberg on a couple of things, and Sheila Guthrie. And because it's a 5-day-a-week episodic schedule, it was very quickly paced. And on hours, we usually have 7 or 8 days per episode. So it takes we have a little bit more time. But the amount of characters and the breadth of work is also larger. So
it's the endurance run.
It's like a marathon.
Yeah.
It's a casting television, episodic television is absolutely a marathon. Right. And it's amazing whether you have 10 episodes, 13 episodes, or even more. You really have a quick pace, but it's a very conscious, steady pace. So you kind of have to match up with the actor submissions and the agents and everyone you're working with. They have to match up to that pace of the show.
Yep. Yeah.
Because commercials are a sprint. Television is a marathon.
And film is kind of...
Film is my natural rhythm, honestly. And film, it's interesting because it's both. It depends. If it's an independent film and they don't have a lot of money, especially for casting, it needs to be done in a very compact period of time. And so it would be very akin to casting episodic television. But if it's film and we are searching for the lead roles and we are given plenty of notice and we are part of the production, sometimes we produce films as well. And so if we're producing it and casting it, we have a longer period of time. And it really, that is when you get to search for one character and really go down the rabbit hole and search the world. And it's really gratifying when you kind of unearth someone who is such the perfect match for that character.
You can just hear the passion coming out in your voice.
Yeah, I know. And those are the times when I wake up at 3 a.m. and I'm like, that's who it's going to be after months and months of looking. And I realized that, I cast someone 7 years ago and they were right for this
But then
role.
in film, you still have that commercial rush every once in a while. You have, this guy's sick, this guy broke his leg. We need someone for this role tomorrow. And you might have backups. They might not be available. It's...
that's the other thing, because availability, when you take that long to cast it, that's the challenge, right? So if they're available for this period of time, it's great. It's real cut and dry and whatnot. But if you're taking a long time and months to cast it, people's availabilities change, and it's like this. And some casting directors for television, because I've been lucky enough to work in all the genres and had amazing bosses and mentors in different genres. Some television casting directors like, I wouldn't do a movie in a zillion years because that's so slow and I get so bored. And the opposite, some are feature film casting. I personally, the thing I love most, and I think you've hopefully experienced while you've been here too, is the diversity of projects
love
that we
too.
have. We just
New
jump.
thing every day.
Yeah.
If you want it.
Exactly. So hopefully that helps with your with the genre and the timing and the pacing in the casting process. Thanks,
Subscribe.
Michael. Yeah, subscribe. Now. Push the button. Is it a button?